everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rabia and welcome to a brand new video from me. So in today's video, I kind of just shopped my stash, looked at some products that I have been loving or just are fall favorites for me, and created this really pretty olivey green makeup look. I really hope that you guys enjoy it, and all of the products that I used in this video, I stand behind. None of them are brand new. I mean, there's one that's a little bit newer, but I've been using it for about a month and loving it, so it's not new to me. But yeah, I love everything that is in this video. If you guys do enjoy the video, please consider liking the channel, subscribing to the channel, and sharing with a friend. With that, you guys, let's just get into the video. So now we're going to start off, and I'm going to be using this ELEMIS Superfood CICA Calm moisturizer. I really like this under makeup. I feel like it sits really well, especially with my oily skin. I feel like it does a great job of hydrating my skin as well as getting it just like prepped for makeup. I feel like it actually, when I don't feel like going in with primer, I feel like it actually grips my makeup really well too, and I feel like it just leaves a really healthy shine behind. Next, going in with primer, I've been loving this TATCHA the liquid silk canvas primer. It's like pore minimizing and also just helps really well with my just keeping like my T-zone really matte. I like to just focus this mostly where I get really oily, which is right here in my T-zone, on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead, but mostly like this area right here is where I get oily. I've actually really been loving the look of just like a little bit of like glow coming through from underneath. So just gonna focus this right where I get really oily. I feel like even just that bit makes such a big difference. I'm gonna go in with the foundation I've been loving. It is a little bit newer, but I've been using it for over like about a month now. And that's the NARS. This is their Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I use this in the shade Syracuse. It comes with a nice little squeezy tube, so I'm just gonna apply like a little bit, or at least what I consider a little bit, onto my face. This is actually a really matte foundation, which I personally like. Again, I have really oily skin, and in the fall I just really do prefer a little bit more of a matte look. I'm gonna blend this out with a brush at first, and I'm using this as a Morphe M439. I feel like this is great coverage. Honestly, I'm a really big fan of NARS foundations. First, I feel like the color match for my skin tone, like no one gets it like NARS Syracuse. Like it's just like the perfect undertone, perfect just tone. Another thing that I like about this foundation is you do not have to set it down. Like once you finish blending it out, it kind of sets on its own. It has like a little bit of a powdery finish, so I really like that I don't have to set it. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with an oldie but a goodie. This is a new one, and this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder. I use this in the shade Honey. Just gonna apply that right under the eyes. I'm gonna let that sit on my skin for just a quick second. I feel like that's when you get the best coverage out of the concealer. So I'm gonna go in now with this Lift Tinted Hue Stick in the shade Grounded and just do like a really light cream contour situation. I'm actually gonna blend out that contour first. I'm gonna go in with this brush. This is for a Luxie 512 small contouring brush. I'm just gonna kind of stipple that in to my skin and push it back. To blend out the nose contour part, I'm just going to go in with a smaller brush. This is the Morphe MB25 brush. Just any kind of like domed brush I feel like is good for this, like even a stiffer crease brush. But I just feel like you get the most control from that. And then to blend out the concealer, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. face sponge. Just going to press that in. And that is a coverage. I feel like if you blend this concealer out right away, you're not going to get this full coverage effect out of it. You do actually want to let it sit on your skin for like even just a little bit. I feel like it just maintains its opacity a little bit better. And I feel like it also has like just a while to warm up to your skin tone, so it looks even better. I'm just gonna push this Wet n Wild powder right underneath of my eyes. Just want to set the concealer down mostly. Like, again, I'm not really worried about setting down my foundation. It is pretty, like, I feel like you can kind of look, it kind of already looks powdered down. Next, I'm just going to lightly bronze up my skin. This was limited edition, but I've been wanting to just use this up. This is the Aladdin and MAC collaboration in the shade Your Wish Is My Command. Just feel like MAC actually does bronzers really well. I feel like even the bronze collection that they came out with recently is really, really good. And they just have like a lot of great undertones for your skin. And their powders are just like super, super velvety. For highlight, going into the Desi x Katie Dulce of Colors collaboration in the shade Fuego. Just going to dust that onto the tops of my cheekbones. These highlights that they created are super like glistening. And I think these are on sale on Dulce of Colors' website right now. This and the eyeshadow palette, which I'm going to be using too, are on sale, I believe. Like about 50% off. And I think they also brought back Mírame, which was from their first collaboration. So Friendcation was their second one. They had a first one, and I think they brought back Mírame, which is my favorite highlight of all time. For blush, I'm going into one that I haven't pulled out in a really long time, I feel. It's a Patrick Ta blush in the shade She's Seductive. It's a nice little, like, very neutral blush. I'm just gonna apply that right on top. I feel like I've been loving putting on blush after highlight because I just feel like it kind of makes the highlight look more coming through from within instead of just sitting on top of your skin. So I'm just gonna apply that. And I've also just been loving bringing the blush up like pretty high, touching my nose too, but like just having it like hit right under the apples, like my under eyes almost, like even putting a little underneath of my under eyes. So the one good thing I feel like that's come out of quarantine is I've embraced my natural brows. They've been growing in. So now what I just like to do is go in with the e.l.f. Wow Brow and the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. But basically what I do is I kind of just run the Wow Brow, which is kind of like the Benefit Gimme Brow, like a fiberizing brow gel. And I just run that through my brows, kind of get them to stand up a little bit more. After I've applied the Wow Brow, I'm going to go in with the pencil, kind of just use the spoolie to clean up any excess. And then I kind of just look to see where my brow needs a little bit more help. So like right here, I feel like this arch needs a little bit more definition. And I feel like this brow is like my good brow. Like I feel like this one barely needs any help. It looks pretty good without any product, but I just kind of flick through it, make it look more as to what I want. That's it. It usually takes me like 2 minutes to do my brows now. And that's just because I've been embracing the fluff. Now I'm just going to go in with the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. Apply that all over the lid. Alright, now we're going to move into my favorite part, which is eyeshadow. Using my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette. Like, I don't think I have anything that I would... If all of my makeup collection was gone, this is the palette that I would repurchase. Like, it's such a beautiful palette. I feel like it's perfect for fall. Like, it's so pretty. So I'm going to first just take a fluffy brush and go into this shade, which is Churro. This is a Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH32. And I'm just going to buff that in my crease. And I've been loving kind of rounding out my eyes a little bit. I do round it out on this inner corner. So like I bring the shadow pretty much into this like indent of my eye socket. And then on this outer corner, like I do just kind of follow my crease and then I flick it out a little bit, but not too much. I'm going to take a little bit more of a tighter brush. This is the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH33. 3. So it's still fluffy, but it's like thinner. And I'm going to go in with this deeper black, but just like a little bit. I mean, deeper brown. And that is in the shade Cheens. And I'm just going to like focus this like right in the center of my lid. I feel like that kind of just gives you illusion of like bigger eyes. Like it looks a little bit more sunken in just in that center. So I'm just going to work this super lightly right there. I'm going to also just take a little bit of the Cheens, like that dark brown shade, and just on the center part. And honestly, like center and a little bit on the inner third of my lower lash line. I'm just going to put this there. I'm not going to put it on the outer part. I'm going to go back into the shade Churro right here with that same fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend that onto my lower lash line and also just like round it out up top too. I'm just blending out that brown, also kind of smoking out that lower lash line a little bit. Alright, now taking a packing brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is Dirty Money. It's like a really pretty olivey green shade, and the reflex in this palette, it's just so beautiful. It's like a olivey green base with like green and gold reflex in it. I don't know if the camera is picking that up. This is honestly like, this palette is, I feel like I use it year round, but like for fall I just feel like it's the perfect palette with these beautiful shimmers, like if I want to go a little bit more glitzy and glam. And then the mattes are beautiful to create like a beautiful chocolatey brown matte look. So beautiful. I feel like every time I use it I'm like, why did I ever stop? I'm just gonna go in with a brown liner for my waterline. This is the LA Girl Glide On liner, gel liner. I don't know, it doesn't have a color on it, I think, but it's the brown shade. I'm just going to put that in my waterline and my tight line, so top and bottom. I am also just going to drag a little bit of this just like onto the outer corner of my lid, just because I didn't add any dark color there and I just want to have a little bit of definition. I'm just going to go in with a pencil brush into that darker brown, and I'm just going to literally kind of just smudge it, but like super lightly. I don't want it to be noticeable that there's that brown liner there, but I just wanted a light definition. Now I'm going to go in with some mascara, and I've been really loving this Lily Lashes Triple X mascara. I feel like it's really good at volumizing your lashes, and it's like a really nice like dark like true black. So I'm just going to apply that to my top and lower, bottom and top lashes. Okay, for lips, what I'm going to first do is go into this ColourPop X Shayla BFF4 lip liner. And I'm just going to lightly define my lips with it. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with MAC Strip Down and just go over like the top of it and kind of fill in my lip as though this was a lipstick. And I feel like I just have to use the final product from that Desi X Katy collection. So this was their lips, it's like a satin finish lipstick in the shade My Main. Just going to tap that onto my bottom lip and blot. Alright guys, and that completes my fall makeup using nothing new. So none of the products I used in this video are new, so except, I mean, I guess kind of. This NARS one is new, but I've been using it for about a month. It's been a favorite for about a month, so yeah, I really love it. These are all products that I stand by. I feel like work great, will look good on everyone as long as you just find your shade in like the complexion products. But I just honestly love the fall vibes that this makeup look creates. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if any of these items are your staples as well, or just what is your staple fall makeup item. And everything that I used will be in the description box down below. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, sharing with a friend, and also giving me a follow on Instagram. It is at Rabs Beauty. And with that, you guys, I will see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye.